what's up you guys? Ashley here, aka Hustle at Home Mom, and I'm going to show you how to create an Amazon FBA shipment. It's been one of my most requested videos, so let's just dive right into it. So here I am logged into Amazon Seller Central, and again, this is assuming you have signed up for an Amazon Seller account. If I have one recommendation, I get a lot of these questions. One is if you plan on sending in more than 40 items of inventory a month, just go ahead and sign up for the professional plan because it's $40 anyway. The other plan is the individual plan. You're going to be paying $1 per item that sells. And if you're selling more than 40, you're paying more that way than you would be just doing the professional plan. So that's one recommendation. Number two is have a separate business bank account set up for your Amazon payments to go through, because otherwise it's just going to become a nightmare trying to keep track of it come tax season. So those are my two recommendations. I personally have an LLC, a sole proprietor or a sole member LLC, and that's what I use for my business. But I don't know that you need an LLC. You can, I think, just be a sole proprietor and do this just fine. So anyway, all right, so here we are, and we're on an arbitrary page because I don't want to show you my main page on Amazon. I'm gonna have to be sneaky with how I do this because I'm gonna have to hide my information, keep myself safe. All right, here we go. So we're going to go into inventory. We're going to add a product. This is where we're just going to put in the barcode of the item that we're selling. Or if it doesn't have a barcode, just describe it as best you can and hope something that pulls up. But this is where I use this little handy tool, this little scanner. It's a Reuben scanner. And honestly, if you're going to be sending in a bunch of stuff, it's going to get old typing it in one by one on your computer. So save yourself some time. Use a scanner. It's super easy. It's linked below. And here we go. Good to great right here. Now, if there's multiple listings that show up, I always just pick the one that has the best rank, but this one has the best rank at 315. So I'll click Sell Yours. This page pulls up, and you can kind of get an idea of what is currently selling at the lowest price for new, used, and collectible. This does not show you the lowest used FBA price or the lowest new FBA price, but it gives you an idea. By the way, this is not something I'm actually sending in. This is just an example for you guys. But, okay, seller SKU. This is where you can input your SKU for, like, if you want to record for your own records, where you got it, how much you paid, when you got it, the sales rank when you got it, etc. Or if you just don't want to put in a SKU, which you don't have to, and Amazon will create one for you with random numbers and letters. This is where you would put in your price. First, I'm going to select condition, used very good, and then match the low price. And here we go. Now this is where you can select, I want to ship this to Amazon myself. That means fulfilled by merchant, FBM. Or you can say I want Amazon to ship it if it sells, and that's FBA. And that's what I mean when I say I'm sending boxes to FBA. I don't want to have to handle it. That's like the benefit of Amazon. So I don't have to worry about it. They handle customer service, they handle shipping, they handle everything. And that is kind of the downside of like eBay, where I have to handle all the customer messages and returns and any inquiries I get. It's just kind of a hassle. So Amazon's main like appeal is FBA. So I am going to be shipping FBA, save and finish. Okay, now this is where you can only put in an Amazon barcode. You can hover over Y. Like that just means they require you to print off an Amazon barcode and stick the label over this. I use little address labels in my Dymo. We're going to get into this a little bit later, but the Amazon Seller Central page is not compatible with the Dymo right now. You just need to use a 30UP label page, which is linked below as well. It's just something you can print off with your regular laser printer. So what they're saying is they're requiring a label, which is fine. I label all my stuff anyway. Okay. Moving on. We have to add dangerous goods information. No batteries, and it's not hazardous. It's a book, unless you consider books to be hazardous. Some people might, I don't know. Okay, so we completed that form. Again, you can see here, since I did not put in my own SKU, it just invented one. So we're good to go there. Okay, save and continue. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pretend that this is the only thing I'm sending in. Now, if you wanted to add more, you would just go back to inventory, back to add a product, and keep going. and it will create a fat shipment for you. But for now, we're just going to do one because it's honestly very straightforward. So, individual products. Most of the things I sell are one-offs. If I had case-packed like wholesale items, I would do case-packed, but for this, I'm doing individual products. One of the benefits of case-packed products, if you have them, like multiples, is that it will all go to one location, whereas individual products are more likely to be divided up to be shipped to different warehouses. So that's something to keep in mind. I have one unit, obviously, and hiding behind my face is this continue button. This Seller University, it shows you step by step how to do things. So probably better than me. If you're ever confused, they have videos that will help you. So moving along, who preps? We need to determine that. Amazon can prep your item and stick a barcode on it for you if you want. They charge 20 cents per item though, and that can add up. I always, since I have the labels and it takes literally less than a second to like slip it on, I just do it myself. This is where you can print the labels for this page if you want. This is where, again, it's just not compatible with a Dymo. So you would print on 30 up labels and you're good to go there. Here we go. So it's going to California. We're going to approve the shipment. It goes right to the prep shipment. So work on this shipment, and here we go. Okay, so here you decide whether you want to do small parcel delivery or LTL. If you have like a bunch of boxes and you're putting it on a pallet and you know, that's LTL. It's much cheaper shipping. I just haven't had enough inventory to really do that at one time. So I just do small parcel delivery, individual boxes, and I drop those off at UPS or FedEx, and that's worked fine. And you can select which carrier you want to use. FedEx is generally a little bit cheaper actually, but I have UPS like really close to my house. So for convenience, I often choose UPS. Even though I'm paying a couple of bucks extra, it's just, I honestly with my kids, I have to find ways to make it as easy as possible. So, all right. And then this is where, if you have multiple boxes, which I don't, but for the example's sake, you need to help Amazon know what is in each box. Like before, when I first started this, you could just send boxes to Amazon and you didn't have to tell them what was in each box. They just figured it out from the shipping. But because it's grown so much, they require you to tell them what's inside each box and the quantity. So you can do 2D barcodes, which requires a third-party software. You can do a web form, which Amazon has you fill out, and it's honestly kind of annoying. You can upload a file or you can skip it and have Amazon do it for you, but just know that Amazon will charge you 10 cents per item if you're choosing this method. So that's why, honestly, I kind of like doing one box at a time. Then I don't have to do any box content information. It makes my life just a little bit easier. So if everything's in one box, I can skip that step and move on with my life. So then let's pretend I weigh it. It's 2 pounds. Dimensions are 3 by 5. Actually, it's probably not accurate, but whatever. I'm not actually making this shipment. Confirm it. Okay, it was successful, and now it is telling me my shipping charges. So this is where you can go back up and select FedEx and UPS and see the difference. And we can right now if you guys want. So right now I have UPS selected. Let's select FedEx. It's going to reload the page and confirm it, calculate. Okay, that's actually more expensive with FedEx, $4.40. So that's kind of where you can play around and see which one you want to do. So UPS, it is for me, for this pretend shipment. Calculate, and okay. This is where I would agree and accept the charges. Since this is not a real shipment, I am not going to go to that step. After I accept the charges, I would be able to print the box labels. These will print off on a PDF 8.5 by 11 size. You can just print that off on your normal laser printer, and then it's got 2 sections to it on the page. And I wish I had an example up, but I don't right now. You would just cut that page in half, tape one side to one flap of the box on the top and the other on the other. I think the thought behind that is you just don't want your label sitting right on top of where the box closes and is taped together, because they're going to tear into that and it'll be inconvenient. So that's one way to just help the Amazon employees better. One thing to take note of is this each box cannot weigh more than 50 pounds. In fact, you're probably safer staying around 47 and under because Amazon really does not like it when you send boxes that are too heavy. So just like be aware of that. And they also do not like boxes with dimensions larger than 24 inches by 18 by 18. If you have an enormous huge box and it's a one-off item, that's okay. Same with if you have one like really heavy item that you're sending in, that's okay. But if you have a big, fat, enormous box that's really heavy and oversized, Amazon will flag you and like even threaten suspending your account. So please be aware of that. Keep every single box under 47 pounds. I would do just to be safe. Home Depot large box is 24 inches by 18 by 18. So that's the largest I ever go for my shipments. And if I'm doing something like books, I'm creating a book shipment, I have found that the Home Depot small box, which I believe is 16 by 12 by 12, that fits perfectly, and when it's filled to the top is just under 50 pounds, generally speaking, with books. So that's just one thing to help you. All right, you guys, so that's it. So if you wanted to add more products, you would just go back to inventory, add a product, and then once you're done adding all your products, you can go to manage inventory, select everything, and choose to create an Amazon shipment from there. I hope I was able to show you just a general overview of how you ship. It's really straightforward. Again, like I would just recommend finding things around your house that you just are not using anymore, books, old cameras, old video games, and just send them in one box and you'll see like the process. The best thing you can do to learn is to do it one time. And if you have any questions, drop them below. I'll do my best to answer. If this video wasn't sufficient, I can do a follow-up video if a lot of people are confused, and I will do that and take care of that if I'm getting feedback from you guys. Otherwise, please like this video, subscribe to my channel if you want more information on how to succeed as an e-commerce seller. So until next time, guys, take care.